I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons. I'm giving you one setting to determine what you want to do on this case. After that, I will set your case for trial. And if you ever take off on me again, I'm going to make your bond $50,000 to $100,000. Do you understand me, sir? You get an ankle monitor today. You violate any further conditions, you know exactly what's going to happen. You better be ready to either pony up, put up, or shut up, because in 30 days, you will be put to trial. Do you understand?
Our only request with that is that we can do agency pay. My client is indigent, been appointed, lives with his mom and two disabled siblings that he helps.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Mann?
Labor work.
What does that mean, labor work?
Chasing, tearing down walls and stuff in my neighbor, sees a wall.
So you don't have a full-time job? Why not? How old are you? How old are you? Did you graduate from high school? Oof. Man, you're working your way up in the world, huh, Mr. Mann? You're doing good. Real good. Mr. Mann, what in your life have you done that would make your mother proud? Nothing. So this is what we're going to do. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done to get a full-time job. If you have done nothing, life between me and you will just not go well. Do you understand? I want to see at least 20 applications put in for a full-time job. Beggars can't be choosers. So if it means getting a job at McDonald's, Popeyes, Home Depot, or Lowe's, then that's what you got to do. But you're 29, 30 years old. Have you ever had a full-time job? Have you ever had a full-time job? That's a damn shame. You have been a drain on society long enough. And if I find that you test positive for weed, then I'm going to lock you up and I'm going to keep you until you test negative. I'm going to drug test you also today. And the days of you bumming around and doing nothing are over. I'm going to keep you so close. Do you understand me? John Paul, it's an absolute travesty that at 29 to 30 years old, this dude here has never but once, never had a full-time job. You ever see those old people around in life that scrounging for change, look all sickly, little, weathered? They look like they're 85, but they're really 40 years old, 45 years old. You said you work hard now so that you don't work like a chump when you're 80, making $8 an hour. That's what you're headed for, Mr. Mann. Because I'm going to tell you now, at some point, you're going to have perhaps a wife. You're going to have perhaps kids. What? Are you going to try to justify anything?
No, I spend most of my life, most of my time going to certain posts, it's not really relevant. I was supposed to actually go to the military, but I ended up getting.
Someone's got a case of the supposed does. You know, perhaps that would do you well. Perhaps signing up for the military would do you well. And I bet you that would go a long ways with the DAs here for you on both your cases. Go talk to an Army recruiter now, see if they'll take you.
I don't just do it because, hang around, corner stores all day. I hang around outside all day. I don't linger around.
Who cares? The best way you can help your family, Mr. Mann, is giving them this. Not sitting on a couch, lounging. You're 30 years old. You've never had a full-time job. It ends today. And, I don't care that this case is 1,300 days old. I'm going to keep him until we know that he's on the straight and narrow. And if I have to lock you up 30 days at a time to get you to stop smoking weed or to get you to test negative, then that's what I'm going to do. And I really, now I'm at the point where I don't care this case is 1,300 days old. We're going to keep you here until two things happen: that you start working full-time, that you start being a productive member, and you test negative. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm sending him for a test now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. And then we'll see him back in 2 weeks to see what he's done to get a full-time job. You know what's expected of you. Forewarned is fair warned. Do you understand? You catch my drift? Good. All right. Take a seat for me, the chair. Or you want to sign? Do you have a? All right. I'm gonna have you sign a reset. Then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box. Okay, ma'am, you are charged with disorderly conduct. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On August 25th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched to an aggravated assault type of call. Upon arrival, the officer made contact with the defendant, who matched the description of the person discharging a firearm into the air. Multiple witnesses stated that the defendant discharged the firearm into the air in a public parking lot with a crowd of people in a business with people and children inside. The witnesses stated that the defendant fired over 6 rounds into the air after a large altercation happened in the business. Multiple shell casings of 45 are located at the scene. The witnesses described the defendant as a black female wearing a gray long dress and gray hair.
Any alcohol allegation? What time of day? What time of night?
7.
Stop, please. You know, what you need to understand is what goes up must come down. What goes down ricochets. And if you hit and kill someone, guess who gets charged with murder? Guess who's looking at a life sentence at that point? You need to be careful what you're doing, because there's always ramifications. There's always consequences to behavior. And even if you didn't intend it, you kill someone, you're the one that's going to be charged with, at the minimum, manslaughter, like this other person here on the news yesterday. And then you might plead to 30. So I'm now ordering you, as a condition of your bond, not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? If I find that you have any weapons whatsoever, I will put you in jail. I will do everything in my power to protect Harris County and every single person in it. And if that means locking you up, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
May I respond?
Yes, sir.
We have, and I am in the process of presenting the state with the list of witnesses. I'm going to subpoena
The judge suddenly switches lanes and drops an unexpected suggestion. The military, discipline, structure, responsibility, all the things this defendant clearly lacks. The judge even hints it could help with the prosecutors. It's not an order, but it's definitely a nudge like, son, you need direction yesterday.
video footage to show that this defendant did not have a weapon, did not discharge a weapon. There was an individual who did discharge a weapon, as well as a second individual, a male who discharged a weapon. And we're gonna get you the coach who was there, who would testify that this witness did not discharge a weapon, as well as we will get you the video footage to show that.
Sure. I wasn't there.
Right.
Like, I don't know. All I know is that when you fire a gun, if you fire it up, the bullet's got to come down somewhere. If you fire it down, it's going to ricochet, and whoever knows which position it goes. But if it hits and kills, you're on the hook, because now they think it's you. Even if it's not you, you're going to have to spend money on a lawyer. You're going to have to spend money on investigative fees. You're out $20,000 right then and there. You know what I mean? So be careful. All I'm saying now is just no weapons. That's all I'm asking you to do, and don't pick up any new cases. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Jones. He will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I will not give you any PR bonds, and I don't care if you're kicking and screaming and it was somebody else's fault. You understand?
This is where the courtroom gets deadly serious. The judge explains how firing a gun into the air can still kill someone, because bullets always come down. Accident or not, you could be charged with manslaughter or even murder. No yelling. No jokes. Just a chilling reminder of how fast bad decisions turn into life sentences.